What is going on, world? What's up, everyone? It's Zero here. Today I'm bringing you guys a brand new StarCraft 2 video. This one was played on the WCS in Leipzig and was the semifinal of that tournament, spawning here in the top left-hand corner of Acid Plant LE, playing with the blue Zerg pieces. He's currently known as the best player on the planet, and he wants to continue showing people why he is exactly that. His name is none other than Serral. And his opponent spawning in the cross position, playing with the red Terran pieces. He's very well known and has a massive Terran-based fan base. His name is none other than Special. So, guys and girls, I gotta say, I'm extremely excited about this series and this game in particular. We are going to be, of course, you know, all the games that were played at WCS in Leipzig, lots of them were very exciting, and I'm hoping that we get something very similar here in this semifinal between these two players who I think are absolutely incredible with their specific races that they play with. Of course, guys, Serral, as I said, is known as the best player on the planet. I don't think there is any debate whatsoever at this point that this man is an absolute force to be reckoned with. And as I said, guys, it only seems like he's getting better and better every single tournament. Now, Special, of course, there's a lot of people who may say like Maru, Innovation, and others are better with the Terran pieces than Special, but Special can still hold his own against the best players out there in the world, for sure. I mean, there's, you know, Special, he's definitely not as well known, but at the same time, he still is someone that you cannot take lightly when you're playing against him. And I don't care who we're talking about. I mean, we're about to see what he can possibly do to Serral as far as in this best of 5 series. Can Special get any games off of Serral? And if so, could he actually win the series is the big question. But we're going to have to find out here shortly, everyone. As we begin this game, looks like Serral went for a very standard hatch gas pool opener. He's going ahead getting that Zergling speed, pretty much the most standard Zerg upgrade, pretty much in the book. Looks like Serral's going to go for a very quick third hatchery here, which is generally speaking what he does pretty much all the time. We do have a Reaper that's made its way across the map, trying to get a little bit of some value out of this Reaper, trying to get a little bit of some good micro, trying to get kill after kill on some of those Zerglings, and now finally that Reaper's going to be shut down by a Queen that comes out. Now, Special, it seems like he's going to be going for a pretty standard build as well. We're seeing, of course, the barracks into the factory, into that natural command center, and then we're also going to see a starport coming in for Special. So it's going to be an interesting build. I'm wondering if he's going to go for a mech-based build. We'll have to see shortly. We'll have to keep our eyes on that. Serral is one that always wants to know exactly what is happening. He is a person or player that wants to know exactly what's going on at all times across the map. It's very important to have that, you know, that scouting information so you can really see what your opponent's doing, if there's any kind of timing pushes or if there's any tech structures that go up that are out of the ordinary for a Terran player in this instance. Now, Special, he's going to go for the Liberator play, and I like that decision a lot at this point in the game. Going for a Liberator. He's also, of course, has 4 Hellions that are going to be moving across the map. This is a little bit of a timing that we generally see from Terran players. You'll see the harassment with some of those Hellions, and you know, usually to clear out some creep, maybe put on a little bit of some pressure near the third base or the natural base location. Looks like the third base is going to be under a little bit of some pressure. Going after one of those drones, does get one of them. Good micro there by Serral. And it looks like these Zerglings are going to try to get the surround on all of these Hellions. Does not look like he's going to get any more. He does get one, though. That was a nice little pickup there for Serral. Everything said and done, though, nothing too out of the ordinary as of yet. We do see the lair coming in for Serral. We also see the switch into the Baneling nest, which I like that decision a lot. When we're talking about the ZVT matchup, Banelings are absolutely critical, especially when we're talking about a ground unit composition from the Terran player. So I'll see. It'll be interesting to see what all Special has in store for us. It does seem like he's going to go for the Armory. I like this. I like this. So we're starting to kind of see exactly what both these players are deciding to do. We are going to see at this point a Banshee's going to be coming out of the starport. So Special wants to put on at least a little bit of some pressure with some of these air-based units, as that layer's going to be coming in. It looks like pretty much there's going to be a lot of action going on all over the map. I mean, you can just kind of tell by the way this is starting to set up that a lot of units are going to start getting spread out for Special. It seems like he's going to start wanting to split up his army to try to, you know, really put pressure on Serral. Serral does have a evolution chamber that's going to be coming in, as well as the Hydralisk Den. I like that decision on his part to go ahead and get the Hydra Den. So it looks like a Lingbane Hydra composition here early on in this game. I'm kind of surprised Serral decided to skip out on the Roach Warren. But, you know, to say the least, Lingbane Hydra used to be a really popular composition back in Heart of the Swarm. But, you know, it seems to be possibly coming back, actually, as a build order that has actually worked well for certain Zerg players. And we're talking the best player in the world here, not just with the Zerg pieces, but with just StarCraft 2 in general. So I would assume that, you know, we probably shouldn't question Serral's reasoning for skipping out on roaches. But that being said, we are going to see a third command center that has gone down, and we're going to see Special. He feels confident in what his in his macro, that he's going to start to really try to start building up his economy, have a booming economy, and then slowly but surely try to most likely start doing some draw play. We'll have to see. Special's so good at the draw play. I think he's one of the best in the world, actually, at his draw play with the Terran pieces. So we'll have to kind of keep an eye on that to see if he does decide to go for some draw play, or is he gonna decide to maybe go for just a full-blown mech build. And that seems exactly what he's doing, at least at this point. We're gonna see siege tanks, 2 coming out at a time, and then of course you're also gonna see some medevacs and now some Vikings. So this is starting to become a pretty interesting army composition already for Special. It looks like he's gonna go for some draw play with the Thors, but there are a lot of these Hellions out at this point in the game. Just a lot of Hellions, and I'm wondering if he's going to go ahead and you know, have some get some Hellbats. Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen. So now we're going to see a lot of those are going to morph into Hellbats. We see the centrifugal hooks as well as the missile attacks level 1 is just going to be finishing up now for Serral. But the question is right now at that 4th base location, is there going to be enough for Serral? Looks like Serral's going to try take this fight on Creep, or I should say Special's going to take this fight onto Creep, which is a very dangerous situation. I don't know if I like that decision whatsoever. It does look like Special is going to pick up and fly on out of there. At the same time, though, you do not want to lose these medevacs to some Hydras. That would be absolutely devastating, to say the least. And it does look like at this point, I think Serral took the lead here in this game, and it looked like for a moment that our Terran player was going to have the edge, but he does not obviously have the edge. Simply because, I mean, when you look at this and the army composition that Serral had, it didn't look too good at first. But then, I mean, we're talking a lot of Hydras are coming out, lots of Banelings, and this is where it's going to get scary, because now that Serral knows he's ahead, the question remains is, you know, how aggressive is he going to get? And it looks like he's going to fly. Oh, the medevac flies right into a bunch of these Hydras. So he snipes one of those. Medevacs down, and now it looks like here comes Serral. Serral wants to end this game possibly right here and right now. He's going to start jumping in on this army. All of the SCVs have been pulled off the line. This is looking a lot really, really scary for Special. Can Special hold on right here and right now? There are going to be more and more of these siege tanks that are going to be out, but it looks like so many of these units are starting to go down. Serral, GG is called. And Serral takes game number 1 by taking a overextension by Special and counterattacking with the Lingbane Hydra classic composition and winning game number 1 and taking a 1-0 lead over his opponent. I hope you guys did enjoy this game between Serral and Special, and if you guys did, leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, stay positive, and as always, I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace.